Good morning. How's everybody? I'm Shira. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Touchbrick, and welcome to NFT Paris. I am super excited here to be with you all, and I am just excited to show you guys what we've been working on and how we can add value to this room, and show you how the Americans have been doing Web3 in the US. So just for Just for a question, at a raise of hands, how many of you guys are operating your business right now on the blockchain? Okay, at a raise of hands, how many of you guys are utilizing smart contracts inside of your business today? Amazing. And then how many of you guys love to spend tens of thousands on development cost? Thought so. I'd like to introduce you, my husband, co-founder and CTO of Touchbrick, Jason Melo. But I'd like to show you guys a
A
video.
pioneer of Web3. Built the first ever regulated and government-backed crypto exchange. Took Zedrun from a hobby to a global entertainment studio with over 20 million a day in player spend. Launched the first ever digital asset e-commerce platform for the gaming and music industry. Pioneering technologists in AI, created the largest AI-driven tax software on the planet, powering brands like GE, Intuit, 3M, and Adobe. A maven of open source, leading the team responsible for developing the majority of Node.js, the most widely used developer tool in the world. Jason is the co-founder of Touchbrick, an advanced AI-driven Web3 platform, the technology connecting the next generation of the internet. Move from the old to the new with Touchbrick.
Thank you, Shira. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for joining today. As Shira mentioned, we're super excited to be here at NFT Paris and to bring all of you along on the journey as to why we founded Touchbrick, what we saw the need in the industry, where we saw the gap, and what the opportunity really is for enterprises and developers who are the majority of who we work with at Touchbrick. So what we see and what we've all seen in this industry is the lack of sophistication, the lack of transparency, and the lack of even regulation, although that's not always everyone's favorite topic. And it's funny, too, to talk about the lack of transparency when it comes to the blockchain, but it really is the case as we see situations like the Axie Infinity hack or what happened with Animoca, and as well as things where the founders are essentially rugging the users of these projects, the participants in these communities. And it's a situation that we really saw the need for a standardization, a way for enterprises to create digital asset offerings in repeatable and secure and transparent ways, and really enabling what we see as the next generation of app developers. So roughly $260 billion has been processed on smart contract transactions to date, and that is just accelerating, right? So what we see, and that's according to McKinsey on their study, but what we see is that a lot of those smart contracts are being developed by developers that are not equipped with the right tools to actually progress their companies into Web3 and into the future of the internet. And they are struggling with the fast pace and the movement and shifting of the space. Should I develop in Solidity? Should I develop in Rust, WebAssembly? Which blockchain? What are the capabilities? And how do you actually enable an organization to rapidly bring products to market in that space? So I mentioned there on the video, at Zedrun, we were responsible for the largest volume collection on Polygon. We also had the most highly valued collection on Polygon as well, from an NFT asset perspective. And we struggled every day with this. We struggled with smart contract developers, development. We had over 50 developers in our organization, constantly struggling with how we can actually integrate our business, our gaming properties, and all of our racers, our gamers, our participants into better and better product offerings, and doing that rapidly and keeping up, frankly, with the pace of our marketing department. So wanted to show you just a little sneak peek into Touchbrick. That's really sped up, sorry. So Touchbrick is an AI-driven, no-code development platform that is built for the next generation of app developers to enable them to build smart contracts, launch DApps, and deliver decentralized applications at scale under automated security and regulatory guidance. So really covering an entire go-to-market strategy with what we do. We also see that the barrier of entry to Web3 is way too high. So how do we enable the customers, right? So we have great products like the Defense wallet there. We integrate a number of different wallets that enable Web2 users, Web2 participants to enter the Web3 space seamlessly with one-click wallets and a fully integrated e-commerce experience into a brand's offering. In our ecosystem of providers, we have marketplace connectors, we have data connectors out to all the different types of CRM and ERP systems, HubSpot integrations, and really anything that a business can imagine that they want to bring. And why is that relevant for everyone here in the room to kind of see through their perspective? Well, I'm going to take you through a couple of use cases, and we're going to introduce some of the things that developers are building on our platform to see how that might translate to your business.
So this is EdTech. This is powering the next generation of education. And we're going to go through next. So it's a multi-billion-dollar EdTech company. They're pioneering the business of their business through tokenization. And they're really doing this through Touchbrick's platform. And we're able to bridge their LMS and their CRMs to the blockchain. And we're also able to deliver a lot of decentralization, ownership, and securitized offerings as well.
Yeah, so their developers built a first-of-its-kind NFT as a securitized offering, and they're allowing not only an investment opportunity in their company, which is a NASDAQ-listed company, they're also affording utility and unlocking courseware, certifications for those courses, all through a dynamic and evolving NFT that was developed on our platform. They had roughly about 7 million of their customers. They connected their digital asset offering into their CRM through a single click. And then all of the interactions, all of the token claims, all of the transactions that are happening both on-chain and off-chain, all of that is flowing into their NetSuite, into their ERP system. And their developers were empowered to build that and build that within their own organization.
And the next that we see is sales enablement. And so we're driving this through a revelation of blockchain-powered AI, powered sales and sales assembly. So if you think about digital rewards and you think about a sales company and their assembly line, the SDRs are getting paid, the entire sales line is getting tokenized.
Yeah, so you can imagine, like in a sales organization, people are, looking at different reward opportunities. So how can you actually incentivize and monetize your lead and referral system? How can you then attribute sales and quota and all of that through a tokenized offering on the blockchain and allowing for essentially sales at scale? So we work now with a couple of different sales enablement companies to implement these systems and integrate it into their entire process. And then they are also able to offer to their customers loyalty and rewards programs and kind of a monetization scheme that really incentivizes and empowers their sales organization to go out there and garner more market space for their customer.
And the last and not least, but gaming metatainment. And so we like to say metatainment is a kind of a mixed studio with entertainment and metatainment, right? Gaming. So it's one of the when we talk about metatainment, it's the largest Web3 gaming companies can still drop the ball, leaving their developers at a disadvantage.
Yeah, so that was kind of mentioning on that story before about Polygon and what we did at Zedrun with VHS and their properties, but also to other gaming companies in this space that are really looking at not only kind of their in-game experience with which they can connect via Touchbrick, whether it's in-game metrics that we're doing with game progression, offering out then non-transferable tokens around certifications and game progress that they can then leverage across their communities and then exchange that for different rewards on their marketplace or in-game purchases. So all of that is orchestrated through Touchbrick, allowing them as an organization to focus on creating those delightful experiences, creating amazing gaming experiences without worrying about all of the plumbing, all of that infrastructure work, and allowing them to be a game development company while at the same time being a Web3 gaming company without being Web3 savvy and focusing on their core. So that's really what we focus on for our mission, is how companies can remain focused on their core mission. And that means that we're doing, the right job.
So AI-driven blockchain, the future of your business. This is such
so
a great
a lot of people throw out AI. They love to say, "Oh, we're AI enabled and we're AI driven," and it's such a buzzword right now with ChatGPT and all of that. And for us, yes, we see a progression where something beyond even ChatGPT allows for expressive interfaces into a software platform such as this. So you can essentially just indicate what do you want to create, what do you want to express, and have the system give you back either suggestions or actual implementations around that. So that's a journey that we're on in terms of developing that. But we have looked at a number of different areas around what we call a full go-to-market solution. That covers security auditing, right? It's fantastic to work with QuantStamp and get a security audit of your smart contracts, but that doesn't give you enough information, and the lead time and the lag time of working with an organization like that is extremely high. So we've brought real-time security audit using a number of open source platforms into our tool that will actually analyze your smart contracts, analyze the data connectors that are connected to it, and inform you about whether it's zero-day attacks or any other type of security vulnerability that might be happening. So that's around things like fraud detection or automation of those processes. We also work with a number of regulatory bodies. So from our experience of creating the first ever FDIC insured government regulated crypto exchange in the United States, which we started back in 2011, all the way through to all of our experience across tax regulation, securitization, we have baked that into our platform. So through a combination of a simple questionnaire and the actual project that companies are implementing, we provide a report that they can actually say and look at and bring to their lawyers, bring to their marketing teams, and have that conversation around, hey guys, are we actually promoting a securitized offering here? Are we putting out the wrong kind of messaging where the SEC would not look favorably upon us? So we empower a business to fully go to market, and we think that that's really missed in a lot of the solutions and a lot of what's happening in the space. Is companies are scrambling to have these conversations with their legal teams. They're scrambling to even find legal teams that have this kind of awareness. So we help them in real time by providing a report that helps them ask the right questions, right? We'll never be able to say like, hey, you are clear of any kind of audit or regulatory issues, but it's at least a conversation that businesses can open up and understand what they're actually stepping into. And then we also provide data insights. So we collect a ton of data attributes across the entire spectrum of off-chain and on-chain data. The entire platform is built on a patented technology consisting of a hypergraph or graph technology. And so we can answer questions like, whether it's the NFT that you're implementing or the digital asset offering that you're having, what's the right blockchain for you? You might say that, look, I really want to build on Algorand, or I love Cosmos or Polygon or whatnot, and that's great, and you can do that. But we also help our customers understand where they should be putting their offerings. And they could even put that across multiple blockchains simultaneously. And they can work with existing assets that are already out on blockchains that might even be from their partners, their competitors, and they can bring that to bear into the platform and then drive their own tokenization opportunities, rewards programs, whatever that might be. So I know that we talked a lot about kind of our technology and our platform or whatnot, but really what we wanted to provide the room is kind of an insight and an understanding into how we can start to rapidly build applications in this space and start to focus on our art, start to focus on our gaming, or that great product that you want to bring to market, and how a partner like Touchbrick can really help you in that journey. So please scan the code there. It's a special offer for the attendees in the room. We have exclusive reports from McKinsey and Forrester around Web3 development and adoption and what the future looks like for that. We'll have the PDF of this presentation as well as a free license for Touchbrick Cloud. So we'd love to connect with all of you and start you on your development journey with Touchbrick.
We left it open for Q&A. So we have a few minutes for Q&A if anybody wants to ask some questions. Any lovely questions? Okay.
Yes, hello. Where exactly does the AI take place in your offering?
Where is the AI
Yeah,
in our
yeah,
offering?
yeah.
So it's smart contract auditing, security auditing, regulatory auditing, and blockchain insights. So basically tokenomics around blockchain selection and blockchain runtime. And compliance, correct. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.